Hey, buddy. I hope you guys doing all right. So, continuing on here. So, it might be best if the restaurant/grocery store wasn't physically a part of the same buildings as where the work is being done. The work is being done to prep. So, I've been to homeless hunters, and a lot of them, there's unfortunately a lot of drugs, drama, violence, etc. So, just all sorts of just lower vibrational energies. And so, to ensure the most, and a lot of times they don't look the best. Like there's a lot of trash. It's not the best appearance all around. And just feeling too. But we're gonna change that. But dealing with the situation at hand, these are gonna be areas that are full of all sorts of crimes and problems. So it's befitting for the overall success of everything. If you have your stores and your restaurants and the things that are offering goods and products for the people to be in places that are more appropriate for the offering of good products and services. So it's like I'm just saying, essentially putting a nice, expensive, not expensive, but an organic, affordable, just high quality products in places like, like the hood or something like that. Although I'd love to do that because I think those places kind of need the help the most. It is going to also deter others from going. So I'd actually like to find just a place where it's just more available to everybody from all walks of life. But the Open Works program, where people can go in and work an hour if they want to, and cutting the vegetables and all these types of things, that isn't member exclusive. These types of centers should be placed in the areas that need them the most. So the places like the hood and just other impoverished areas all over the world are going to, that's where you want to put those types of places. And then just a few miles away, wherever the location is best, you could open up the store, the restaurant, the place where you offer products, which is a fucking store. So, anyways, and then that would also, and by having it in a little bit of a quote unquote nicer, cleaner area, it's going to be safer for potential, because you got to think about it too. Like if you're an elderly person, and you want to go, you're not going to want to go shopping in the middle of the hood, man. Like not just because it's dangerous. I mean, it's easy, you could easily get robbed. It's just like they're going to be more inclined, and for good reason, to shop at places that are more surrounded by other situations, buildings and people, and thus situation that's more it's just safer, and not as it doesn't have such a high probability of people getting robbed or killed. So as well as also just the appearances things. As much as I don't like to admit to it, the way things look does have an effect on whether or not people will choose to fuck with it or not. So if your building is in an area that doesn't look very good, you're just not going to get as many people, just naturally. Just people walking down the street aren't going to be as inclined to go in. It's just not going to get as much attention. People are going to be less deterred. They're going to be more deterred, to actually taking the time and energy and effort to go there if they have to go to a place that's surrounded by a bunch of just like a lot of mess. So if you choose to build the stores in places that aren't as messy and that are nicer and cleaner, it will, I think, have a higher probability to bring in more customers and clientele. But again, a part of me doesn't like that because it's all about making the appearances things, and I'm a proponent of don't judge a book by its cover. But at the same time, we got to be realistic, and I know about sales, and I know how appearances draw people in, so making things look good does help draw in goodness, as well as also just drawing in people in general. So I'm all for it. It's also just the safer way to do things and the more efficient way to do things. So yeah, it's essentially, I didn't read you guys the whole paragraph I wrote there. I don't even know if it's a paragraph, but that's essentially what it was about. Just that, they can work together. But one place should be more in the hood type areas, and then the other store, sorry, my mind's a little off, so that's why my words aren't coming together as well as they do sometimes. But yeah, so you'd have the place for the hood with the Open Works programs, and then in the little bit more of a quote unquote civilized or cleaner areas of the cities, you could have the restaurant and the food stores and the grocery stores and stuff like that. So all right, yeah, love you guys, hope you have a good day. Thanks, bye.